I'll be honest, man. I'll be very honest. I had a full video prepared, script and everything, on how weekends are so bad for you, and you should continue doing the work during weekends, and how I wouldn't do this and that and those and that and this, and I will actually do the good work. And I was meant to post it on the weekend, right? But if you look at my channel, the only videos I've posted this weekend is like a 1 minute video of me training my dog. Completely shittier effort, right? So what does this mean? I had a script telling you that weekends are bad and you should work hard. I fucking slacked this weekend, man. I did nothing. Like, I didn't do the bad habits, I didn't eat junk food, I didn't jerk off. I walked my dog a few times. But other than that, I was sat there like the same retard I've been for so long. Glued to my PC, watching YouTube videos of games and watching games on streams and playing games. And that made me realize, like, fuck, your environment plays such a big role in you. Because here's the thing, during the weekdays, I'm here, home, alone. Just me and the phone to watch videos, to learn, to record, the gym, to work out, work where I go to make some money. And my environment is perfect because it's just me. There's no distractions. The moment I get home on the weekends, I have my family, my dog, the house that's not very clean because, personal problems, my PC that I've spent like thousands of hours on, that's calling my name. And I'm not using this as an excuse, by the way. I'm not saying, it's not your parents' fault, it's not the PC's fault, you're the one who's in control. That's completely true. But man, when you're in that same environment where you've been a Jeffrey for a decade, you can't just suddenly change, You've trained your mind for a decade to be a retard in that room, sitting on that chair, looking at that monitor. You don't just suddenly change that because you watched like a podcast. And the thing is, we are all used to doing this bullshit on weekends. We don't go to the gym on weekends if it's like a Monday to Friday program. We go home on weekends. We don't travel on weekends. We chill, we relax on weekends. But here's the problem with that. Imagine Monday to Friday, you're a fucking legend. You do what you're supposed to do and you feel great. And then Saturday and Sunday, you act like a monkey. Well, that's 2 days out of the week that are just gone. You didn't work. Like, you might do a little bit, but chances are you're swacking. But then, you fry your brain with all this bullshit dopamine, like videos, games, porn, whatever. And then on Monday, your brain kind of has to like detox itself. Dopamine detox. Like, sure, you're back to being a grinder, but you've been a monkey for 50 hours now. Your brain needs to like relax a little and remove all this bullshit. So then even the Monday is not as productive because, again, you need to fucking fix this bullshit. And now you're only left with 4 days out of the 7 in the week where you can do proper work. Like, man, any competition is gonna destroy you. And I'm saying this genuinely. Any YouTuber who takes this seriously 7 days of the week instead of 4, they're gonna get all the subscribers and the views, and I'm gonna be sitting here wondering, why am I not growing? So it's time to change this, right? But how? And honestly, I explained this before, it doesn't just happen suddenly. It's not one podcast, one video, one shitty day and now you're a Michael Jordan. It's about making these small changes, I think, in your behavior. Personally for me, because again, that's all this video is, it's just my own rant. I think I'll work on, honestly, just changing my basic attack. This is something that Hamza has talked about before, where if you're struggling with staying consistent on self-improvement, it's because sure, you're avoiding the bad habits, right? I'm gonna try to not stay on the PC and not watch porn. But then what are you gonna do? Like, you remove the bad shit, but you're left with nothing. You've got nothing to do and so you're bored. And when you're bored, you go back to the bad shit. So you need to fill your time up with something, but what can you really do for an entire day? Like, sure, walking your dog, going outside. And I figured out that, what if I just fucking work on reading a shit ton of pages during the weekends of a book? Like, you know how you would spend 30 minutes, an hour a day reading, and that's it, like you tick off the habit, perfect. What if during the weekend you make it a goal to read for like 3 hours a day? And you get halfway done with a book in 2 days. Doesn't that sound pretty powerful? You're spending all of this time, you and the author, who is probably like 20 times more successful than you, the bare minimum, and you're learning from his mind and the words he's written. So your mind is changing thanks to his. I know this is a bit of a fucking brain fuck, mind fuck bullshit, I don't know. But basically, the more time you spend with these successful people that you look up to, the more you're gonna be like them, as long as you do what they say. And reading is basically that. You spend time with a successful guy who has solved the problems that you have. And the more you read, the more time you spend with him, the more you're gonna see the things he does, like his actionable steps. And you can take them yourself and see a difference faster. And then you can read the third book faster and the fourth book faster. And suddenly you've got this momentum going and you're learning so much and you're improving. And all of this has come from just not being a retard during the weekend. You can still play a bit of a game like this. 1 hour of video games is fine. I don't give a fuck, man. If you want to play it. If I want to play that bad, I'll play an hour. Or an hour and a half, I don't give a fuck. But it's about the entire day. Like, you can play that hour in the morning, but then you read and you walk your dog and you spend time with your family and you've had a fucking blast of a day, right? But you cannot do that. You can just play in the morning and then eat a shitty meal with sugar and then play a little more because you want dopamine. And then your mind is tired from playing, so you want to watch. And you watch for like 4 hours and suddenly it's dark outside and you've done nothing. This feeling sucks dick because I experience it very often. And I'll just work on experiencing less. So I suck less dick and I feel better. You know what I mean? And what's the step that I can take? Well, just change the basic attack. When I'm sat there, it's 8 AM and I've got nothing to do. Well, I don't actually have nothing to do. I can read a book, you know what I mean? So let's read. Let's watch a podcast from some rich guy. Let's put in some fucking work, let's stretch. There's always things. Fucking hell, this camera bullshit, ta kurwa jebana. Basically, what this entire rant is about is, it's hard to change the bad habits if you don't replace them with good ones. If you just try to avoid doing this scary thing like junk food, porn, games, videos, but then you don't do anything else and you're just sat there looking at the wall, you will eventually go back to this. But if you give yourself something to do so you're not bored, again, good habits like stretching, going on walks, going on a hike, spending time with your family, reading, which you can do basically all day and it would still be quite productive. Do this, bro, because honestly, it's basically the same levels of fun. It's not that much different. It's just harder to get started on this because, yeah, you turn on your PC, you watch a video, you play a bit of the game, it's simple, right? But for the reading, you gotta get the book, lie down, use your brain for like 2 minutes when you don't want to. But once you do that, it's easy, bro. It's like clockwork. 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages. And you've had a great fucking day. So, just do more of the good shit. Read the book. Go outside. And suddenly, your weekend doesn't have to be this like perfect ideal day that you stick to throughout the work week. But you can still have a solid day where you don't do bad things, but you do a bunch of good stuff and you still feel fulfilled and you still feel happy and you've still gotten time to like actually do some other shit that's still good for you. And then on Monday, when you're ready to go back to the full grind mode, you've just had a weekend that's made you better. And you're ready to kill it on Monday. Instead of waiting for Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then 3 days of work, and then you're back to shit again. And why am I not making progress? This is why, man. Weekends kill so many dreams. I don't know who made it up. Like this concept is the Bible, the Sundays, I don't know. There's no weekends anymore. It's day 6 and day 7 of the week. Treat them however you want to, but I would recommend going down a little on the gear, like not being 300 kilometers per hour, more like 160 for example. But still doing the good stuff. Just take some time to, like, treat it as rest, but rest doing good things. And even this little simple change that might seem a little pussy at first, you will notice a lot of changes. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't have any proof for what I'm saying right now. I'm just saying it for the sake of saying it. I will have proof once I've done it for a month or two. Then I can tell you, okay, weekends, not good. Treat them as this. I haven't done it, so why am I even telling you any of this? It's like me telling you how to grow 15-inch arms when mine are like 20. Minus 10. I don't know, this is complicated, man. Basically, what I'm gonna be doing is just once Friday rolls around, Sunday rolls around, Saturday, and I'm in the shitty environment, I'll just do my best to fucking make it hard for me to sit on the PC, like unplug the cables so I don't sit on the PC. I'll just grab my book and I'll read, and I'll go outside and I'll play with my dog, and I'll play with my brother, and I'll do good stuff. I'll unplug my PC and just try to do good habits, just read a lot. And I hope a month or two from now, I've taken less shitty weekends and more good ones, and it gets to show in my progress. Bye bye.